don't mind Vessel and being super active. And I think Entity have the... Like, if I was Entity in this game, I would be super focused on concise lanes that proceed to just, you know, every move is made with a plan. Like, if they try and make, like, empty moves, rest farmers will capitalize on that. They will trade, even if they go even on kills, they just know that they're progressing the game to a state where their big spells are matched with items and it's very hard to deal with. So I think for Entity, there's no one on Earth Spirit. He is, like, the main pillar for them to break open this game. And likewise for Atlantic, he is the main pillar to keep rest farmers, you know, surviving some of these early engagements that they are going to be weaker in, to then get them to the mid game so that the rest of the cores can thrive.
But how do you do that? Like what exactly are you expecting, like, the moves to be, and, you know, what timings are they really looking for?
I think for rest farmers, it's about reacting nicely. I don't expect them to be TPing around the map and making a million moves, but when they see this Earth Spirit maybe get an active rune and TP to a side lane, suddenly the Void TPs over, throws a Chrono down with the Kunkka and Phoenix in the same lane. And then vice versa, if maybe they're jumping the Void, the Kunkka, when he has 6, wants to TP in and help. But until then, it's just really being just solid in your lanes for rest farmers and just farming up. And then for Entity, it's the complete opposite, right? It's break the map as quick as possible, utilize this Earth Spirit, get some Brewmaster 6s, keep moving around the map, get some kills, and suddenly Morphling just leaves his farming pattern with a couple items and they can try and play around the cooldowns of rest farmers.
Yeah, I think that's it. What will that timing be? Well, I think it's probably... Manta just looks incredible this game. I feel like you can kind of play the game with Manta.
Pablo.
And then again, there's also a Shaman. It's kind of annoying. Maybe you need a BKB. I might say it. I might say the thing which we're not allowed to say. I think Morphling should build a shard this game. It's Katomi being beaten down. They land the shackles, and that's just him dead. Katomi will fall.
You've just achieved first blood. Thanks.
But yeah, every time I suggest a Morphling should buy a shard, I'm always met with like, they're pro players, dude. They know how to press strength shift. But
no, I think it's fine to buy a shard this game. Like,
I feel like it's a matter of pride for Morphling players, though. I couldn't possibly admit that I need a shard.
No, I can see it being like Vlad's Manta, maybe shard like Kanda around then, right? Like,
down here, Hanskin's gonna get beaten up as well. 1-for-1 trade. Shad really wants to finish off Fishman, but then it's like, do I want to trade creeps for it? No, I do not. Heading back on over to the lane. Fishman, though, he's got plenty of mana and a point in brain sap, so he's not going to be leaving this lane anytime soon. Wants to get his mana back. Oh, he is going to be leaving the lane anytime soon because this isn't his lane. Alrighty. Fantastic. Gates up to the top side, gives his Morphling a high five, says, don't worry, buddy, I'm back. And Morphling wasn't really struggling. He's got Lyle in an excellent place, so... Getting some denies, getting some right clicks. Shiba and Pablo. I don't know how this combo works. Oh, this combo works by shackling into torrenting, as I knew. And Fishman likely just going to get clicked down here. They've got the right clicks, they've got the damage. And down he will go. Pretty potent kill lane here, it seems.
Yeah, they have the double stun, and I think when Morphling hits level 3 with the 2 points in shift, he won't care about this lane at all. Early on, of course, he can be susceptible to getting right click down a bit, and especially if Fishman wants to step up and position like that, then they are 100% going to combo him down, and Fishman probably going to just rethink his positioning just a little bit. Doesn't want to give away any more cheap kills.
Definitely not. Very nice for him to get a point up in Nightmare. If he can disrupt this Shaman's combos, then certainly make Watson's life a little bit easier. It would also make him the target of every single gank in the future, but I think he's willing to take that if it means giving safety to his Morphling.
I just realized as well that I spoke about Vessel being for Earth Spirit. Entity have the choice now between their Earth Spirit and their Brewmaster. Like, who wants to go for the Vessel? Like, both of these heroes can kind of go down the same line of itemization to some degree. Yeah, we're yet to see from either of the quick buys if anyone has opted to go for it first. And if Earth Spirit goes for it, it'll be quicker than the Brewmaster. It'll be out in play. But if the Brewmaster goes for it, then suddenly Earth Spirit's now got a whole nother stuff. And yeah, he just puts into a quick buy. So as expected, Brewmaster will have free choice of a different item rather than kind of going down the usual option. Also, Xantic's sponsor names are pretty upsetting to see, right? Like he's falling asleep, and then he's despair. That's quite the mid laner attitude, I'm sure. But hopefully, if he wins the series, he can change it to like awake and joy.
One step at a time, you know. Maybe we'll have, you know, conscious and
content.
Content, conscious and content. There you go. Yeah, mid lane so far going exactly even as we expect from a Spirit v Spirit matchup. Remember when this was all the rage back in the day? I love the line. It's a skill-based matchup when two spirits played against each other. Good times. There has been, you know, patches and shifts. They seem really intent on making these Spirit matchups like exactly even with some of the changes they made, like the one extra damage to be dealt by, or to give the one extra shield. I think Flame Guard gave you one patch just to make sure that Storm couldn't take it off with one Q. That one was extra silly. Yeah, not really getting much of a chance up in the top lane to really get their combo off onto Fishman or onto Watson. Nightmare has been leveled, so it makes things a little bit awkward now when it comes to comboing somebody up. It has to be Fishman, basically. And Fishman's able to keep himself pretty healthy with these brain saps.
Yeah, for now the game. Whoa. I was like, and as soon as you see a Morphling in the air, you're like, is there a Tidebringer to pair with this? But no, there wasn't. For me, I feel like the side lanes shouldn't really be dying unless people really overcommit, right? Like, I think both teams are probably very content with being able to sit back and farm, and so we nearly draw closer towards that 6-minute mark. I am looking at that first active rune. There isn't a lot of noise happening in the game, so the supports will be able to freely make their move, contest that 6-minute rune, and either of these mid laners thrive on the ability of a haste or a DD, but no one is the first mid laner to break away from the farm. He is walking towards top, and there isn't a ward right now, so they might not see him.
Let's see if it's enough. Nightmare comes through, stolen, but he predicts it. No one moves forward instead of going directly onto the Nightmare. Very nicely done. They need to finish off Jibbe here, though, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to. Fishman still hunting, still looking, places down the ward even to try and finish the job, but he's still got cooldowns to wait for. Watson, Adaptive Strike comes through, they get the kill. Now no one looking for the +1 onto Pablo, and looking like they're going to be able to connect on this one as well. Pablo, can he go for the deny here? No, he cannot. Fishman eats him up with the brain sap. A very successful rotation. Deep dive for the Spirit, but no response coming out for the farmers.
Yeah, no one saw that coming in. Straight back to mid lane. Meanwhile, that happened. Katomi, he did also die, but he quickly TP'd back to mid, and not say back to mid, he just TP'd to mid and lapped up the XP that was available due to Spirit's rotation.
Yep,
so overall, net win for Entity.
Very even insult there.
Oh, look at that CSing from the... Oh, Boulder Smash just kills those range creeps so nicely.
Fishman gonna grab the haste rune. Let's move immediately into Xantic though. It doesn't matter how fast you can go if you're just chained, then Brain Sap comes out, doesn't make a difference though. They'll take him down.
Xantic did use all his remnants for that.
Is that
so, I kind of think that's maybe a little bit... It's not worth, but you take away the active rune from Xantic, he has no remnants.
You now know one down on the bottom side. Hanskin just tries to juke it out, but DM is in, but he's got to be a little bit careful here. But you're just going to be able to take him down. No one grabs the earn charge. I'm going to earn up DM. What a nice guy.
Huh. It's like, haha, you can buy it, but you can have charges. Okay.
Bottom tower is staggering.
I think no one's playing exceptionally well, right? Like, the fact that he's making these moves first, of course, it's easier for an Earth Spirit to make the move. He's not having to utilize remnants to make movement. It's just a 12-second roll to move around the map. And DM, he doesn't have a level 6 yet, and Xantic, he's come down to say hello.
Surely dead. He's not even close to 6, so no chance of getting off a stray creep. It will just be a slow but eventual death for him. No one. Just going to kill off Xantic's courier. A little FU. But Xantic's going to kill off no one's courier, so everybody's courier is dead. Someone cool. RSPCA.
So, both heroes losing out, right? So no one just lost his TP and a clarity, and then Xantic, I believe, lost most likely phase boots from his career. So yeah,
Yes,
both mids
chainmail.
not too excited about losing their careers.
I personally get
What's the
really
network?
excited when I lose my career. That's why I do it so much.
Your place is here.
Watson getting a little bit aggressive here onto Jibe because Fishman and Katomi are trying to back him up, but
They're trying
don't
to
quite
bring
connect.
down
If you land with that
Radiant's top
Nightmare,
tower.
the Split Earth will surely follow. And then maybe you can get a bit of damage off onto Watson and Katomi. This is known as Leshrak's tree, because you hide behind this tree, you just spam out Diabolic Edict, and your tower dies.
Oh.
Oh, instant unpause.
Have you crashed? I've crashed.
You've crashed as well. Oh, cool. Well, me and the Observer are fine, so...
Oh, I can't reconnect to the game.
Oh, nice. Well,
That's why. If it wait, hold on. Xantic's from the UK.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This is some localized
You're in the
crash.
same house? Is he playing from your basement?
Xantic, get off the Wi-Fi! Mom! No, I'm gonna try and read. No, that's awkward if I can't reconnect.
Well, Anzatic's back in, so...
I mean, luckily I'm not playing, so it really doesn't mean anything. But
Yeah, you can
We'll
always
see if
just
I
watch
can
the
reconnect.
feed.
Please
You'll
hold.
be right.
yeah.
Go when ready. All right.
No. We're not ready.
So... Yeah, actually, Brew is going for the Radiance. I was wondering what DM was going to default to, because obviously... No Vessel? Like, what do you do on this hero? Maybe Blink Dagger, but no, he says, I can Radiance it up. Go a little bit greedy. Give my team something to fight around. Get some timings. And Watson has been able
we're
to
back.
grab his Morbid Mask as well, so... Quite nice for him. Basically, all kill threat gone now. The chance of catching him on low HP is going to be very slim indeed.
Katomi's being so annoying. He's only playing for the towers. They're trying to scout him out. Shibe, he has the X. And you get on top of him, but Xantic, he's got two options.
Who's he go for?
What are you gonna go for?
Going for Katomi. Katomi, no stun available. Chains up, fought down. Will fall. But now, no one. Looking for the response here. Two-man Magnetized coming out. Pablo's got to hold him still with the shackles, but death should be coming. Although no one's actually getting cooked up pretty hard by Xantic. The 5 damage, it's a lot. And they're going to be able to take them both down. Hansken with the Icarus Dive getting both of those kills down to no one and Fishman. Watson's going to be the next target, and they want it. Strength Morph still available a little bit more, but he doesn't have much left in the tank. And Watson goes down as well. 3 big kills for the farmers. That is not what no one was intending.
It's exactly what I expected the rest farmers to be able to do in this game, right? Like they aren't really setting the pace, but they're reacting quite nicely. Xantic, he started mirroring the Earth Split rotations. On top of that, even though Shad didn't need to use Chrono, just the fact that he was thinking about TPing up there, joining his team, just really just showcased that rest farmers are going to play quite a defensive game, wait for Entity to come to them, and then punish them. Like Katomi, he's going for a 1-3-1 Leshrac build. His main focus is what tree can I stand next to try and not backdoor, but just, actually no, backdoor a tier 1 tower. Like he was only thinking about towers for the last like couple minutes. And now, because he's died, he's like, wait a second, maybe I can't do that. Xantic, he has a remnant out, so should be fine here.
Yeah, just kind of playing with them. Having a bit of fun. Seeing if we can bait out any extra spells. It's good Hemisphere players will do. No one, he's the one with the power rune. He is bottled up, ready to go. Xantic, he don't care though. He's going in, pressuring. I think he really wants to force his tower here. They've got the catapult wave, so...
Yeah, Pablo wishes he was 6 right now. Only level 4, soon to be 5, but nowhere near the 7 wards. He's been part of 5 kills, but making some stacks. Not really been constantly in the lane, right? And because of that, I'm sure you just farm the hard camp. Don't let. Come on, take it, Pablo. Take it. You want the gold. You want the XP. Oh, that's a shame. This Fishman ward that he placed just for the... It just expired, but he placed some like random behind the tower ward that will never be dewarded and survive the entire time.
Off lane, a lot of heroes coming on in. No one in Katomi looking to combo up onto Jibe. Jibe. Still, he's asking for it, and they will come in. Earth comes down, Watson's here with the right clicks, and they will grab the kill. Now, a bit of response coming through as Pablo and Hanskin getting off decent damage, but it's only them. They're going to force out the Supernova, but Pablo might get run down regardless. There comes the Chronosphere on the side, they catch out Watson. Oh, that is big. No one as well, also in trouble, trying to find a location for the Rolling Boulder. That's not going to happen. It's going to be another kill for Shad. Double kill, big Chrono to start the game off for the Faceless Void.
Big fan of Shad's positioning in this game. Like, just the fact that he's like TPing into the engagements, he's thinking about everything. Like, this is exactly what you need to do. When you have these spells, when you have the defensive capabilities, you need to help each other out. If you try and go 2-3 heroes, then you are going to get out damaged, you are going to get, you know, out fought, but they're bringing in numbers every single time. They're reacting nicely, and, you know, sure, Kunkka goes down, but it's at the expense of so many more lives on Entity.
Fishman jumped a little bit. Nightmare does come down, but no one is not sure about this one, and with a sleight of fist, Xantic's able to pick him off. 12 kills to 7 right now. Like, after that last engagement, I'm starting to really feel it for the rest farmers. Xantic running in around the side. X Marks is out. Boat available if they want it, but they don't, especially with DM coming on in here with a double damage rune. Wero keeping his distance. He's a big boy. Boat's going to come down onto himself here, and Nice Chain's going to come down as well, but the split is there from DM, so he's going to keep himself alive as Jibe does get burnt down eventually. Now look over towards the Ember Spirit as well, but Ember, he's got a Remnant down, gets back towards the tower. Was that his last one? No, he's got one in the bank, he needs it. As Morph going very, very deep. Strength Morph not hit!
Tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just by the shot. No one's going to judge you. It's a tough game, all right?
Is under attack.
I mean, first of all, it's physically impossible at the moment, and second of all, that was a wild go from Watson.
that was pretty aggressive. Very aggressive.
Like, if Earthspirit was still alive, then that type of move is quite nice because you have the Morph goes in, Earthspirit will then re-roll back into the engagement, and you kind of fight your position 1 and 2, just moving in and out, finding the backlines, getting these kills. He goes down instantly at the very start, and to still choose to waveform in, that takes so much confidence, and, you know, in other games potentially it pays off, it looks great, but Pablo instant on the reaction, gets that lockdown, punishes Watson. Shad punished him in the top tier 2 fight, Pablo punishing him at the mid tier 1 fight. Like, Watson, he's trying to do a little bit more than probably he can actually do right now, and it kind of feels like Entity's not desperate, but you can feel the desire to want to fight, but it just isn't connecting. Rest farmers are always in the right place at the right time. They are not getting outmaneuvered at all on this map.
Fishman's always trying to connect here, but struggling to do so sometimes.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
A little bit awkward. He breaks the smoke and is always just not quite in range for the Nightmare. So. Now connection onto the Earth Spirit here. Oh, big stun from the Centaur Conqueror, though. Thank you very much, but X-Punch is there. So he's going to go down regardless. And they'll also murder that Centaur for his betrayal. The rest aside.
Dire's top tower needs some friends.
In case you're wondering, by the way, rest farmers means apparently it's like more a Swedish. It makes more sense in the Swedish language. In English, it kind of translates to like, oh, I'm just going to go to the jungle and farm. I'm going to like chill and farm.
Farm and chill, mate.
Yeah, come around for a farm and chill. So there you go, a little bit of insight.
I mean, it looked very chill so far in this game. I got no major complaints. I think this type of draft they have easily in the wrong hands can fall apart. You know, it looks great on paper, but if you don't execute on it, if you don't react to play the map correctly, you never got to the point of being able to scale. And I think they are sweeping across the map, not allowing this Leshrac to really make a statement in the game. He's been very absent. There's Vayne, Grip, haven't seen it, don't know about it. Brewmaster, sure, he's rushing a Radiance. Like, the thing with this build on Brewmaster, because he can't go Vessel, he really is just absent for so long. And they're going to try and jump Watson.
There indeed, Chronosphere comes out, but Strength Morph is there this time, but does it matter? The Hex is out, the lockdown is in, the damage is there, but not enough. Waveform away, and Pablo's going to die on the side instead. Katoni catches him out. A lot of damage coming out of Lightning Pony at the moment.
Is under attack.
They just needed one more drop of lockdown, and then he would have gone down, and just not to be.
It's tricky.
Or even damage, either or.
now things are a little bit awkward for the rest of farmers. Although nice chains from the side from the Xantic is going to force out the split at the very least, and now DM going to just try and take down this Conker.
The grip
they'll be
onto
able to do that
Phoenix.
with the ruling. Yeah, nice grip as well. Allows Watson to get back into the fight and get himself a kill. So he finds something from this. Nice stun onto the Ember Spirit as well. He can't escape from this. He's gone. 3 dead. Huge overextension. Heavily punished. When that chrono play doesn't work out, they needed to get themselves away. Not respect on the side of Entity whatsoever.
That's one of those moments I would love to go back into the replay and see what gave Watson the clue to go for the strength shift. Because Shat, he was on the south side behind a tree. He was hitting that kind of blind chrono. There's no way he's predicting the blind chrono. So something that we didn't see, because we see all vision, gave him that inkling that, wait a second, I need to be defensive. And because he gets that shift, he survives long enough. They don't throw enough spells into the mix to kill off that Morphling, and then he fully turns it around. After what was an incredible 16 minutes of the game for Rest Farmers, they overplay their hand that one time, and that gives Entity so much more confidence into this game. And I think this gives you a glimpse of like what can happen if Rest Farmers don't connect on their spells. Entity will just chase you down. They will run this Bane around to get a Nightmare to get a grip. The Brew will split with that Radiance. He's buying bots, he's buying Shard. So I think for Rest Farmers, if they use their spells, they need to get the kills. They don't really have that ability to take multiple fights in their lineup. It is all about that moment, that big fight.
Such a difficult draft to play into if you do mess up that initiation. You know, if the chrono's not there, or if the boat is off target, then all of a sudden things are looking very awkward though, doesn't it? Like, Leshtrap might be jumped here. No one, not able to do an awful lot to get Katami out of here, so he's just going to go down. No one just throwing some stones behind him. He's got the rolling boulder though, so should be all right. Yeah, the damage coming out is ridiculous. You've got Leshrac, you've got Brewmaster with Radiance, Spirit with the Magnetize, so you will just slowly tick away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What is Rest Farmers thinking about now? They're positioning top. They could go Roshan with the Shaman ult, but it is on cooldown for 70 seconds, and it doesn't feel like that's the type of thing you want to do in this game. You want to spend, what, a minute plus in the top left corner of the map whilst Brew with the Radiance continues his scaling. Watson already completed the Manta earlier, and after a couple very crazy deaths, Fishman, yes, he's going to be dying here. He was by himself.
He got the ward. That's a worth.
He did get the ward. Yeah, it's massive. It feels like Entity, they are, after what could have been an incredibly spooky game, that one mid engagement, they are, yeah, so much more energy in their positioning. They're running across the map again. They're not grouped up as 5. Like, you can see how, yeah, just that one fight.
Right.
Watson, though, we've seen this
rinse
again.
and repeat.
Run it back.
Run it back. Here in the front lines, just constantly edging on strength, making sure he's ready. They have found no one on the side though. Pablo's there with the shackles. Boat comes out, coming on down, crashes on to no one, and they do bring him out. Now, double root, nice ulti. X-Mark's actually not that nice, and now the Ember Spirit's going to be able to get himself away. Rest Farmers, nice strike and retreat, but is it a retreat? Smoke comes out, they're looking to go back in. Shad, he's not smoked up, but he is with the team. Chronosphere potential very, very high right now. He's going to go towards Katami. By the healing from the mech. Will be dropping regardless. Fire is there, and they find Fishman as well on the side. 2 supports taken out. Rest farm
Pretty cool.
Nowhere.
And Shad, he's going for a pretty cool build, right? He's gone for the Shroud himself. Like, he's not opting for a BKB. There's BKB piercing stun in the form of Bane, so rather than going for the I want magic resistance whilst I have it active, he just wants that passive magic resistance. Don't die to the adaptive strike. Don't die to the Earth Spirit initiation. And we've not seen this at all in the last couple of days. And in this game, it kind of makes sense, right? Like, he doesn't need a BKB. There will be moments where he'll need it down the line. Of course, if Earth Spirit, sorry, not if Earth Spirit, if Brewmaster wants to cyclone him during the chrono, that could be a cause for concern. But outside of that one interaction, yeah, I don't see a reason for him to have to rush it.
Yeah,
but I do want to now have him in the middle of the fight still. Like, the way he's itemized, he has to be the, hey, look at me, which gives everyone else kind of entry to the fight.
Definitely. I'm holding my judgment on this Eternal Shroud. It's very, very interesting. So I want to see it in action, and yeah, I'll be a results-based Randy in this one.
Well, that's fair enough. I can see the logic, but I want to see that application. I want to see him really connect in the fight and live on that sliver of HP, but hit that Time Walk, and it be because of the Shroud. Or maybe he just falls flat and has no damage now in the next fight. We'll find out. Fishman is so aggressive. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's unhinged. Watson can steal the Ember Form and fire a couple of spells into the sidelines. Did a lot of work with that Ember Form in the last engagement, so just wants that back again, but definitely nothing you can do to save Fishman here. Fishman just always...
Was he trying to go for the rune, or...? But this type of play from Fishman is two things. He's either taking the active rune, or he's trying to just soak up 3 or 4 heroes to then go, hey, you can go push that lane now. It's safe. They've shown themselves mid. It's a 20-second window for another creep wave to be farmed. Yeah, he goes down, but it is providing information. And luckily for him, Entity is utilizing that and actually taking Tormentor, pushing out top wave. It's not as if he's dying for no reason. Or maybe he is, but it looks on the minimap like there was at least some logic behind it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And Watson able to take that Tormentor, and the good thing about less track support is that you can of course get that shard for free early on, and it's a very, very strong shard indeed with the max points in Split Earth. Constantly reappearing on the spot gives you great zone control, especially in these kinds of fights, which may not end up being super mobile. We shall see, but the pings are out onto Shad. He's going to be able to get the free Split Earth off here. Shad doesn't see it coming. No, he does not. Stun from no one connects just in time. They've chained it beautifully. Is it going to be enough? The split comes out as well. Entity. That was an artful gank from them. And they will put an end to Shad. On the back lines, Xantic, he's found Fishman once again. Sunrays coming across as well, but Watson, he's on the Phoenix, so whilst Fishman will die, Hanskin's going to go down quickly afterwards as well. And now, Xantic jumping forward. Got to be careful though, as no one comes flying across. Finds Pablo instead. They'll kill supports. 3 dead on the side of Rest Farmers. Only 1 gone for the side of Entity. And it's of course Fishman.
Alright, if anyone in chat, he was perfectly stunned and chained, right? So technically, the BKB would have saved him from that one, right?
What do you mean chat? This is me. I said I was going to be a results-based guy, and my results saying...
Nah. No. No, to be fair, I'm on the fence with it, for sure. It's like, conceptually, if they have messy fights that last a long time, it makes sense. If they're playing for the burst in the moment, then you want BKB beyond it. And right now, as soon as he bought it, they seem to go back to farming rather than smoking up, hey, let's go Taurus Storm egg their face. And he jumps in,
he tries
gets
to go
silenced.
for the Chrono, silenced by no one. He was so ready for that. Super duper ready. Jumping forward now, Chronosphere onto 1. Onto the Brewmaster. He will go down. I don't know how happy they'll be about it though. Tommy to fall as well. Watson. Hold on. Watson needs to get himself away. Beautiful waveform. Just as the X comes off. Now the Manta to get off the chains, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference here. Fishman with a grip from the high ground. Just trying to do something to keep it more alive, but there's going to be nothing there. And suddenly, Rest Farmers, 4 heroes dead. They don't care about no Aegis. These guys are lunatics.
I mean, they're together as 5, right? Like, the last couple of minutes or so, they've just kind of been just farming up, splitting them up a bit more, looking for moves but not finding them, and they finally, due to Entity going to Roshan, grouping up and clumping up, it allows Rest Farmers to go for that easy play to react once again. Rest Farmers, when they're reacting, they look exceptional. When they're trying to create their initiative to find their own moves, they are struggling just a little bit. 90 seconds now for Chrono. Shad needs to be careful.
Fishman always on the front line. Front line Fishman, Pablo gets stunned up on the sidelines and killed off by the Brewlings. And finally Fishman will fall as well. The egg is down. It's doing work to try and keep these Brewlings alive, but with only one of them left, I'm not sure it's going to survive much longer. The shard comes through, keeps DM nice and healthy as it comes back into Panda form, and looking to try and get a bit of damage off of Hanskin. Allow for the rest of his team to come in and help out with this one. Dan holding them back with that time dilation.
All the dilation.
Annoying. Yep, giving me an epileptic fit at the same time as well, but Shimmy getting beaten on down. The right clicks are there, 4 stuff would save them. Jibe dies. 3 down dead on the rest farmers. Atlantic, what can he do? 1 remnant remaining. Doesn't take him very far, and now they get on top of him as well. Another hero down. This game, it is so aggressive from both of these teams.
Yeah, and rest farmers overplaying their hand. Your Chronos on cooldown, you're trying to hit a tier 1 tower, but your spells aren't in play. And then for Entity, Brewmaster, he just runs into the middle of the fight, but because he has that shard, it's a beautiful graph.
Back down we go.
You've got to give credit though to DM. Like the reason why this graph is going back their way, he has that ultimate, he runs in, he baits rest farmers to go, hey, I only have an Earth Panda left, you want to kill it? But then he has the shard, so he cancels the ultimate, goes back to his main form, and then no one just comes in with just multi-hero silence. The Morphling takes over the void to hit a multi-hero time dilation, and it's just impossible to fight. Rest farmers didn't have the spells up, they got completely picked apart and outplayed. And yeah, they need to respect that they are a cooldown heavy lineup. If they have the spells, go for the fights. If you don't have the spells, just chill for a bit. Go farm.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
And I think I'm kind of now seeing this Shroud as I feel like BKB is just so much simpler. Like the Shroud's kind of 5-head, but like is it too many?
It's 5 heads too
or
many.
Like 6 head or 7 head or whatever. Like,
yeah. There's definitely a universe where it could have worked. You know, we could have been praising it. It goes for the Sanjin Yasha now as well. So, you know, it's a full build. It's not just like this one throwaway item. It's all adding together to make a Faceless Void, which is kind of hard to fight. But yeah, it does mean that the possibility of just locking him down and taking him out is real. Gets harder though with the Sanjin Yasha. So we'll see if Shad's ideas do stand up. And the issue I'm having is like, is there enough damage inside these Chronospheres? Like, he was just able to kill the Brewmaster with the help of the Conqueror in the last Chronosphere. But now I'm starting to get worried. Need to pick up some damage items, and soon. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does do enough. He's also gone for the Dilation slow per cooldown talent as well at 15, which I would guess is unusual. I haven't really watched much avoid that.
Very
closely.
utility for sure.
Yeah.
It helps against a lot of spam-hungry heroes, like Leshrac spam spells, you're gonna get slowed. Morphling also uses quite a lot of spells, get slowed. Like, it makes sense if you're using it at the correct time before this dispel is in play, but it really feels like Shad is trying to be like the center of the fight for his team. And it yet to really perfectly pay off. Octarine now completing Brewmaster. You've got a BKB on the Earth Spirit.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well.
Teams are in play, yeah.
Morphling did buy a shard, by the way. I know everybody cared a lot about that. So, yeah. Chrono not going to stop him morphing. The Shaman not going to stop him morphing. He's always morphing. He's always attribute shifting.
Yeah, very good. It would be very silly not to go for it this game with how much lockdown there is in play.
I feel like Entity have kind of been... I definitely feel like they've been the responsive team in this game. You know, every fight which has kind of gone their way has been them still just responding to the side of rest farmers. In terms of going out on the map and making their own plays, there's been pretty hesitant in that field.
Yeah, for Entity, they just respect the team fight so much.
Pablo gets a catch in the middle lane. They found no one. He's not going to get a chance to get out of his BKB. He's just going to get brought down. Pablo grabs the kill. Snakes used, but absolutely worthwhile to bring down no one there. Now they can knock on this tier 2 tower. Fortification is out.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under
A really big pickup will be this Leshrac Greaves. He's already got the pipe, but if he can get Greaves and pipe in play, he's currently farming up the top side of the map and no ignoring the rest of the team for now.
middle tower is under
And we'll simplify things. And yeah, Phoenix we see here on screen, he does have the gem. So vision control is going away at rest farm as well. And vision is so key when you have this many forms of initiation. that one ward, that one surprise factor will just completely offset a fight. At any minute, Pablo on the Shaman can just get that blink hex. He has the Ogre Seal token as well with the Aether Lens. So much range, so much mobility and reach.
Yeah,
you always need to be careful.
Really scary. He has been a standout for me on Resting Joys. You know, always starting the fights, always finding the right shackles. You know, morphling, no one. Admittedly, it's a great Shaman game. Like this pick was pretty fantastic, but he's making it work.
It's the type of game where if he can initiate with shackles, and then there's a chrono on top, he can then just hex the person inside that chrono, provide that damage amplification, right? It gives 35 damage amp. It's also maybe a reason why the Void is going for a slightly half and half build, maybe, because in the back of his mind he knows as long as I jump the Shaman target, my damage will be there. So I can go slightly tankier to make sure I don't get picked off. And Entity, they are smoked up right now. Sweeping through the bottom side of the map, and Shad, he's farming mid. If they have the damage though, he is very, very tanky. And with the status resistance from that Sanj and Yasha, Grip isn't going to last as long. So even less time.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Will that pay off, you know? There's a lot of item choice in this game where I'm just like, is it
short
going to work out?
Relatively short Roshan respawn, right? Like 1 minute. Could have been up to 3. And Entity already surrounding the pit, placing down their vision. Do they actually have any obs, or just putting sentries? Okay, they have 1 ob sentry.
Double sentry.
And now they wait.
Let's go. A game of patience. Their lanes are looking pretty.
This is going to be such a game-deciding fight, though. Top's getting pushed in, mid's getting pushed in. Of course, Rest Farmers are aware that Roshan is on the cards. For Rest Farmers, they might think it could be up now. It could have already respawned at this point, so they're playing with a little bit more haste. They're grouping up, they're smoked. They're going to be barreling right into the Brewmaster. But if they get around him, this could be their fight.
DM sitting on the cliff. They will, of course, know to check it. Ward comes out immediately. Brewmaster trying to take care of it, but the Bane is gone. Buyback from him as, once again, Brew just trying to deal with this Ward the whole time. And I don't think he's going to be able to do so. Split's going to come out instead. And now he's got to look to start this fight. As the Void comes in, immediately stunned up. He's having issues here with the split up over the top, and he's stuck on the snakes as well. Chronosphere finally comes down. They get it off onto the Morph. Morph goes to the straight Morph. With all the damage coming on through, they might just have enough to get through it. Steals the Void from Time Walk away, trying to get himself back. Watson, waveform out. He might be okay. X-Marks drags him straight on back again. Tidal Wave as well, pushing him in. Where is his team? Where is the help? It's just not coming. Hex from Pablo to finish the job. They'll take him down. Tomy falls as well. DM also dropping. 4 dead on the side of Entity. That is how you do it.
Yeah, incredible fighting once again from Rest Farmers, and I think for Entity, Fishman, he lacked critical information. He was hugging a spot which you can, I believe, see from the high ground, or at least he's in such a position that it just takes one misstep and he's instantly caught off guard. You don't want the start of your fight to be the Bane getting jumped. Jump the Brew, jump the Morph, allow someone else to soak up a big spell. You can't have your Bane die, buy back, TP to Outpost and run in. It's like he's got Grip, he's got Nightmare, such key spells to just join the team fight, and yeah, died straight away. And at that point, it's not really a fight. Entity, they aren't together. Leshrac was shoved away from the fight because of the Void, and both supports are just fully out of it. 3 cores can't beat the entirety of Rest Farmers, and
Bane found again.
He's dead. Yeah, Fishman's had an absolute nightmare of a fight.
But no, this is a pretty bad performance, unfortunately, for Fishman. He's just getting caught out a lot. And sometimes it's been like you can see the reasons for it, and sometimes I just can't see how he gets caught out here. I guess this was a Wisdom Rune attempt, but...
Can we toggle Radiant Vision real quick? And then look at the Outpost, where the ward's placed. Can we do that, please, dear observer? Thank you. Can we now go look at Radiant? Is this Radiant Vision, yeah?
No,
look at that ward. The ward you're looking at, it's all good. It's all good. You're in the right place. Have you turned off Dire Vision? I can't. No, can you turn off Dire Vision now, just to see Radiant? Do we have that technology? Now we'll look down. Okay, Radiant only. Now look south. Look further down. Down. That's where Fishman was standing. So no wonder he gets instantly killed. All right, thank you. My TED Talk's over.
You should have drawn on the map to show where it's standing. We can do that. That's fine.
Can we draw on the map? Oh, my bad. I didn't know I could draw on the map.
Interesting.
But sorry, thank you for that demonstration, but that spot ain't safe. Okay? Don't stand there. There's levels to the map, and Fishman just weren't on the right level.
He was not. He was not. Hex now out from Hansken, by the way. Got a Hex. He's got Roshan's banner. He's ready to go. And Roshan's banner been planted down in the bottom lane. A very aggressive one. As Fishman's just gone again. It's a tough old time. Oh no! The tidal wave just dragged the Brewmaster out. The moment he comes back in, Hex is out onto him as well. They've got him locked down. Now kill him off. 84 seconds. He's going to have to buy back if he wants to stand a chance of helping his team defend this one. Now they move on towards Katomi as well. There are no breaks for the rest farmers right now. They're moving from target to target. Antic on a mega kill streak right now. Entity, what are you going to do? Well, I mean, push the high ground is apparently the option. Watson coming up, trying to deal with these high grounds. I like this attempt to going up with his illusion and kind of just pretending he's a Manta. Always a nice try.
They're wrecking Dyer's bottom.
They're just losing their base though, of course. Leshrac dead for 40, Bane's still dead for 5, Brew's got buyback. They might look to try and take a fight at this at the mid racks. Chad incredibly tanky. He has the Aegis. He's not going to care too much. They've dropped the Bane again.
They have indeed, and he might just be dead. 2 overall damage coming out from them right now. Chrono Spear down onto Watson, onto DM, onto Earth Spirit as well. All 3 cores caught inside of it. No one is gone. Buyback available. It's going to need it right now because the Morphling's in trouble once more. They're trying to get him out. They're not going to be successful. Buyback from the Morph. Now they need to fight. And now Rest Enjoyers, they need to decide, are you getting out or are they staying in? The answer seems to be trying to get away, but the Conker is in a little deep, as is Shad right now. In fact, Shad starting to fight onto the Morphling. Damage here, though. Be a little bit careful. Bounced up, stunned up. Nice one from the Leshrac, as no one comes flying past the fight into the backlines to block Pablo with the help of DM. Now getting back over to his team onto the high ground, but DM kind of been left a little bit behind here. Watson jumping in inside that void form, getting off these time dilations. So keeps helping them fight. Shadow on the front line, she's got the Aegis, should be fine here if he comes back to life. But look at the damage coming out from Chad, from Pablo, from Jimmy. All the backlines just peppering at Entity. They lose Katomi, this time for good. Morphling, he's got a waveform available. He's going to need to use it to get himself out of this one, but with the X upon it, he has to time it perfectly, and being hexed up, I'm not sure he's going to be able to do so. Waveform away, he's going to make it out. Fishman not so lucky as he runs in and dies. He's going to get killed off by the boat flying on through. Shad just taking down everybody right now. The tanky Faceless Void is getting it done along with Atlantic. Hex up on the Earth Spirit, and GG is cool. Game 1, it goes to the rest farmers. They gather inside. They gather inside this thing.
You cannot out team fight this lineup as it gets to the